Good morning students, how are you all? Hope you all are fine. And once again I am here with us next session on sentences, right? Yesterday we learned parts of sentence. Parts of sentence. A sentence is made up of two parts, a subject and a predicate. What is the subject? Subject is the naming part of a sentence and predicate is the telling part of a sentence. We had done it yesterday and we are just revising it once again today, right? So a sentence is made up of two parts, subject and predicate, right? Now what is subject? Subject is the naming part of a sentence and predicate is the telling part. You can also call it the doing part of a sentence, right? Here in the naming part, we talk about who or what. Telling part, it tells us about what, who or what has done, right? So, moving further, I gave you some 5 sentences for homework. Am I right? Have you all tried? Hope you all have tried these sentences and let's continue. Check whether you have done the correct or not. Okay? So, the next sentence is, there is a deer, number 5. There is a deer in the park. What are we talking about? Yes? Can anybody tell me what are we talking about? Who are we talking about? There is a deer. We are talking about a deer. So deer is the subject and subject you have to underline with a red sketch pen, right? And in the park is the predicate. Got it? Check whether your work is correct. If it is not, no problem. Do the correction. Okay? Next, number 6. They worked on the sums quickly. They worked on the sums quickly. Who worked? They. So, they is the subject and the remaining part of the sentence is the predicate, right? We are getting the answer of who worked? They worked. Worked is the verb and the verb is always along with the predicate, the remaining part of the sentence. Next, number 7. The boys were watching the match. The boys were watching the match. Now, who was watching the match? The boys. Who are we talking about? The boys. So, the boys is the subject and the remaining part of the sentence is the predicate. Remember to underline the subject with the red sketch pen and the predicate with the blue sketch pen. Okay, the next sentence. Sunday is the first day of the week. Sunday is the first day of the week. Now what are we talking about? What are we talking about? We are talking about Sunday. Which is the first day of the week? Sunday. So, Sunday is the subject and the remaining part of the sentence is the predicate, right? Next sentence. Number 9. Wisdom is better than strength. Now, wisdom is better than strength. What is better? What are we talking about? Wisdom. So, wisdom is the subject and the remaining part is the predicate. Right? Next. The singing of the birds, the singing of the birds delights us. What delights us? हमें क्या खुश करता है? The singing of the birds. So this full thing is your subject. What are we talking about? We are talking about the singing of the birds. This is the subject and this is the predicate. Right? So here we have completed the section A part of our Pansy book, page number 10. In this book, here you can see we have to write down the answer over here. This place is very small for you to write down the answer. So we are going to do it in our classwork grammar part, right? It will not be easy for you to write over here because some may have a small writing, some may have big writing and it will look very untidy. So we will do it neatly in our classwork grammar part. I told you to make a grammar section, right? After this exercise, we are moving on to the next question. That is question B. Question B. Now in this question, what you have to do, see it is here. All of you can see it? Yes. The last question we had done was this and now we are doing this question. Now what is given? Given below are group of words. These are group of words. Tick right if it is a sentence and cross it out if it is not. See, if it is making a complete sense, what is a sentence? A sentence is a group of words which makes a complete sense or expresses a complete thought. But here we are given a group of words and we have to say whether it is a sentence or not, right? So first sentence is, I am starting directly with the exercise. Okay. See, you can write like this. Question B. Write if it is a sentence. If it is not a sentence. This is how you can give the heading of the question, right? Now the first sentence. To the west. Now you can see what we had learnt was a sentence is incomplete either without a subject or without a predicate. Here what is missing? The subject is missing. So this is an incomplete sentence. When it is an incomplete sentence, we are going to mark it wrong. It's only a group of words. It's not making a complete sense because here the subject is absent. What is to the west? So the subject is absent. That is why this is not a sentence. Next, number 2. up the hill. Now again here, what is missing? The sentence, the subject is missing, right? So is it making a complete sense? Who went up the hill? The subject is missing over here. So yes, it is not a complete sentence. Again, you are going to make a box like this and mark cross, right? The third sentence. Drinks cold water. Drinks cold water. Now who drinks cold water? Missing. Again the subject is missing. Is it a sentence? No. Again you are going to make a box like this and mark it wrong. Next. He sang a song. He sang a song. Now, who sang a song? He. Here the subject is there plus the predicate is there. So yes, it is making a complete sense and it is a sentence. So we are going to mark right. Okay? Next. Number 5. Book is mine. Now we have learned that a sentence always starts with a capital letter. Here the group of words is starting with a capital letter. Book. Book is a capital letter. But book is mine. Is it making a complete sense? Is it complete? Which book is yours? So, the subject is missing over here. We don't know about the subject. This is only the predicate part of a sentence. And a sentence is always incomplete without the subject. Either the subject, if the predicate is missing, then again the sentence is incomplete. If the subject is missing, the sentence is incomplete. So, here again, we are going to mark it wrong. Right? Moving on to the next. He was flying a kite. Who was flying a kite? Yes, he. Here we know. Who was flying a kite? Here. So, he is the subject and the remaining part is the predicate. Yes, a sentence has the subject and predicate, both the parts, and it is a complete sentence. So, we are going to mark it right. Next, we traveled to. We traveled to. Here again, it is starting with a capital letter, but what is happening? We traveled to. This is the subject part. Who traveled? We traveled. But where? The predicate is missing. So, it is again an incomplete sentence. Next, children played in the park. Children played in the park. Who played in the park? The children played in the park. So here we have the subject plus the predicate part, and yes, it is a complete sentence. So we are going to mark it right. The next part, number 9. She helps everyone. She helps everyone. Who helps everyone? She. Here we have the subject and the predicate. So it is making a complete sense, and yes, I said this is a sentence, complete sentence. So we are going to mark it right. Next, number 10. The last one is India is my country. India is my country. Yes, what are we talking about here? We are talking about India, and the remaining part is of course the predicate. So yes, it is a complete sentence, right? Moving on to the next exercise. Here we are given get ready with the next part of the questionnaire, that is C. Here we are given the subject and the predicate. Now what we have to do is we have to match the subject and the predicate over here. Okay. Now let's see this exercise. This exercise, you are not going to do it in the matching part. You are going to write down the full sentence after mentioning the question over there. You will mention C, matching. Okay? In your classwork copy, you are going to write matching subject plus predicate. Okay? The first one. Now, first one, this side is given my father. Let's read down all the sentences. My father went for a picnic. It may be right. Is reading news. Yes. My father is reading news. Here we were given only the subject and we are matching it with the predicate. Right? Now next one. The kite. Now what about the kite? The moment the word kite comes in our mind, that means patang udana, right? So which one will be the correct answer? Flew high in the air. आसमान में उड़ गई, correct? So the kite flew high in the air, right? So the kite is the subject and the remaining part is your predicate. Number 3. Our class. We are talking about our class. Our class went for a picnic, right? Our class went for a picnic. Right? Number 4. Rahul and I. Rahul and I are good friends. Right? Rahul and I are good friends. She is a nurse. Very good. She is a nurse. Who is going to try number 6? Yes, the barber. What does the barber do? He cuts our hair. Barber, knife. Okay, so the barber cuts our hair. The barber is the subject and the remaining part is the predicate. Right? Moving on to number 7. Moving on to number 7. A hungry tiger. A hungry tiger. Yes, a hungry tiger. बोलते हैं ना, भूखा शेर खतरनाक होता है. Is a dangerous animal, right? Is a dangerous animal. So this is your predicate and this is your subject. This book. What are we talking about? This book is very interesting. Yes, is very interesting. Diwali. Yes, Diwali. Diwali is a festival. So we are going to match Diwali with Diwali is the festival of lights. Is the festival of lights. This is your predicate part. And the last one, we are moving on to the last one. What is the last one? The horse and the dog. We are talking about the horse and the dog. The horse and the dog are man's best friends. Right? So the horse and the dog is the subject and the remaining part is the predicate. And here we have completed our third exercise also, and only the last exercise is left. Here you have, see, this is your exercise over here. I hope you can see the exercise. Yes. Now Dash is confident about her performance. You have to put in the subject. The subject may vary from person to person. आप कुछ भी लिख सकते हो जो आपका मन करे. For example, मुझे fill in with subject. Right? Number 1. Dash is confident about her performance. Now in my class there are all children are confident. I may write anybody's name. I can write anybody's name. So I am going to write, whose name I am going to write now? Tell me, come on. Okay, I'll write Vamakshi's name. Okay. So Vamakshi is the subject, is confident about her performance. Okay, the next, Dash is a wild animal. You can write the name of any wild animal. You know many wild animals, lion, tiger. You can write down anyone's name, okay? So, tiger. I am writing down tiger. You can change the name and write any name. Tiger is a wild animal. Right? Next, number 3. Dash has 7 players. Now, who has 7 players? A team has 7 players. A team has 7 players. Right? Who has 7 players? A team has 7 players. Number 4. Number 4. Now the fourth sentence is, Dash is the national flag of India. Dash is the national flag of India. Yes? Can anyone tell me? Dash is the national flag of our India? Tricolor. Tricolor. So what is the answer over here? Tiranga. That is tricolor. Is the national flag of India. And the last sentence of the exercise is, Dash has a long trunk. Trunk, you know the meaning of trunk? Yes, trunk means soon, right? So who has a long trunk? An elephant. So you can write here, an elephant has a long trunk. And here we come up with the end of this exercise, right? Do you have any problem, children? Hope everything is very clear to you. You have to do all these exercises in your grammar part of English classwork. Okay? And hope you will all complete as soon as the lecture is over. And here I come to the end with this. Okay, children, bye-bye. Tomorrow we'll be doing the second part of the reader. Okay? The second part is the poem of a child who has no time and he wants to do a lot of things. So in this poem, try to read the poem, who is the writer of the poem, and what does the child want to do in that poem. All this you try to find out, underline the difficult words whichever are coming to you, and let me know. If you have any problem in solving the exercise, you can call me or you can WhatsApp your message on the group. I will clear your doubts. Hope this topic is very, very clear to you. Okay? So here, bye-bye. So you all will write neatly and clearly in your notebook without mistake. You have a lot of time to complete your work, and hope everything is very, very clear. If you have any doubt, if you have any problem, you can contact me. Okay, bye.